All right, here we go. Once again, my name is David. This is my brother Ray, and we are
Preachers from the Bleachers.
And we try to be here once a week, right here on YouTube. You can check us out there, or you can check us out at anchor.fm/preachers from the bleachers, which propagates out to Spotify. And forward this to anything you think might be interested. Just see if we can get that 20th subscriber. We have 19 now. We're doing
just
great.
On YouTube though, man.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
we might have 3 on Anchor.
We have at least 3,000 on Spotify.
Oh, do we? All right.
Yeah, I'm 2,999. I made 3,000 profiles. That's why.
That's all right. Right on. Way to grow the show, brother. So if you got any comments or questions or whatever, leave it for us in the chat there, or send it to us on the Brotherhood or the Preachers from the Bleachers chat, whatever. We just like to talk about sports and have conversations about players and teams and everything. So let us know. We'll talk about it. But without further ado, let's go to the hot hand, which is the NCAA Tournament. Already started.
You count that as a tournament?
Well, I don't. But what I was going to say was that the tournament hasn't really started yet, but my bracket is already busted.
So everybody's bracket is busted, man. This that year where don't nobody really know what's going to go down, man. Like some of you so-called experts, talking about you,
what?
Think they know. Hey, usually I'm in that category of so-called experts. I ain't going to be shocked. I don't get Wyoming just got put out by Indiana, but I'm still not sure if Wyoming ain't going to be in the Final Four. That's how bad. Anybody can win it.
Yeah. That's what everybody keeps asking me. Oh, who's going to win it this year? Who's going to go to the Final Four? And I'm like, man, there's like there's a dozen teams I think could make it to the Final Four this year. So
who you got?
I have no idea. Who do I have in the Final Four? I have Houston playing Kansas for the right to play either Gonzaga or UCLA.
Damn.
And I have Gonzaga and Houston in the final, and Gonzaga finally getting that first championship. That's what I have. Yeah, man. I mean, they disappoint every year.
They're going to be the Susan Lucia NCAA basketball. It's going to be.
I wonder how many people actually get that reference.
They gonna be shut out for a long time.
Susan,
I got Arizona
finally got
winning
one. Susan,
I got Arizona winning it. In my Final Four, I'm gonna take a quick look. I got Gonzaga, Kentucky, Arizona, and Auburn.
All right. Again, any of those 4 teams are ones I thought could make it.
Yeah. You can just throw it up, man. You know what I mean? I don't like Gonzaga, but I respect them. I respect their game.
Why is that, man? I get so many people tell me they don't like Gonzaga. Why? I don't get it. What's the hate about them?
I don't know. I mean, I like that. Well, this year is because Chet Holmgren has got 2. I don't know why people hate him in the past, but Chet Holmgren just getting too much love. It's my hope and wish for Chet Holmgren to play Memphis in the second round and let me see if he can handle somebody with an NBA body. He'd have to play. I think it's Chris Duran. I know his last name is Duran. I might be blanking on the first name, but my man got an NBA body. I want to see Chet get in there and bang with an NBA body, and then I might come to to the other side and be like, oh yeah, Chet's an NBA player right now. He's Sean Bradley.
No, he's better than Sean Bradley. He's not a banger right now, man. He's got to put on a lot of weight, but he does have a lot.
I ain't gonna buy.
Finesse.
My biggest issue is just overhyped, and that just comes with the territory. But when he don't belong at Gonzaga if he that overhyped. He chose the easy way, in my opinion. You didn't go to Duke. You didn't went to Duke somewhere, where you gonna have to play. He played in a conference where he even got to compete. He played more tough games out of conference than he did. And if that, they got 30 wins. They might have played 6 tough games. That ain't gonna get it. They ain't gonna. I can't even.
I don't know.
I can't judge you on your body of work because you ain't got none. So now I got to judge you on your body. I heard somebody compare him to Kevin Garnett. Boy, I almost lost my mind.
That's not really a bad comparison, I don't think.
I almost lost my mind.
But Garnett didn't play college, so you don't know.
But I did see Kevin Garnett play. I'm watching him play. That ain't close. I saw Garnett in his rookie year. You think he gonna average 20 and 10 in his rookie year like Garnett?
It's all about opportunity.
And that's BS, Dave.
Dude, right now he's averaging
opportunity.
14
going
points
to a crappy team. How much opportunity you need?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of these guys that go to like teams where they could get a lot of opportunity and don't. So that happens.
Well, that means you horrible. If you end up on Orlando Magic and you ain't scoring 20 and 10, you horrible.
Listen, they've had a good schedule. They beat Texas.
I ain't trying to hit.
They lost to Duke. They beat UCLA. They lost to Alabama. They beat Texas Tech, who has great defense. San Francisco's in the tournament. They beat them.
This month just says
St. Mary's is number 22.
Next, St. Mary's is probably the only great win on there. St. Mary's is a 5th seed. People don't even know who they are. But I ain't buying it.
They beat St. Mary's twice.
Just let me.
I can't say that he took the easy way out going to Gonzaga.
You know how I feel about you.
I know how you feel about Chet Holmgren.
No, number one picks.
Oh well, that's unrealistic.
If my man Jabari Smith go number 1 next year, I'm gonna call him a bust if he don't get me 20 and 10.
And he's not gonna give you 20 and 10.
And he a bust.
There's not.
Go number 2.
I think your expectations for a number 1 pick are unrealistic.
Yours,
like,
but they is mine.
Like your expectations for a Texas coach. Like you expect you come in, we got a new coach, we're gonna win the championship this year, or you're fired. I mean, that's a bit of high. Yeah, right.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah, right.
We give you all the damn money. We got all the damn resources. All you got to do is damn coach, put them in the right position.
And
you ain't doing it.
200 other programs out there that say the same.
No, ain't no damn 200 programs got the money Texas got. It's Texas and Alabama, or Alabama, Texas, depending on the year. Whoa, hey, stop.
What difference does money matter if you're just talking about what you're paying the coach?
Well, what you talking about? We ain't never just paid no damn coach. What the hell you talking about? What the hell is you talking about?
You ain't got to pay players now. You got the NIL.
These statements made by me does not reflect the University of Texas. This is all about my personal feeling.
Yes.
I'm just saying, we ain't never played. Come on, Dave. Resources. When I mean resources, I mean just all of it. The ability to build, world-class professional gyms, world-class professional nutritionists, world-class. Everybody don't have that in the budget. They just don't. We got a pretty good damn nutritionist, but she ain't doing what they. You remember when Shaq went to Phoenix?
Vaguely.
And all of a sudden he had a resurgence in his career because
the trainers are great.
Because the trainers are great. Somebody invested in something. Man, if I'd have Shaq, I'd have took them with me wherever I was going. And that's what I mean by resources. When you got a little more money and a little more connections, you should be able to do more. So we can beat this horse to the ground about
that's
Texas
fine.
coaches.
We were talking about basketball there for a minute.
We still talk about basketball. Yeah, you brought up Texas. I don't give a damn who you are. If you
I brought up Texas talking about Gonzaga.
You should be in the damn championship game. I don't care if it's damn swimming. I don't care if it's damn volleyball. We can't say baseball. Baseball always coming through for us. Man, but we got all of it. You need to go ahead and win championships.
Okay.
That's my last. That's I'm gonna get off.
Talking about Texas. I said Texas in their schedule, and we went off on this whole Texas thing.
Yes. Yeah.
So I'd like to still talk about some basketball.
Let me just say, so we don't get off on another tangent, don't say the word Bears.
Well, when we get to the NFL, I might say that. Anyway. But Chet Holmgren, man, he's averaging 14 points a game. 9.6 rebounds a game, 2 assists, and 3.5 blocks.
Three and a half blocks is impressive. You could be a top 5 pick with that. If he
Yes.
come in the league, listen, if he come in the league and average 2.5 blocks, if he come in the league next year and do what he's doing right now, 14-9 and 3.5 blocks, even as the number 1 pick, because 3.5 blocks added up, damn many points is that?
3.5 times 80 is 240, probably.
No, three. I mean, like I look at blocks in terms of points. That's 6 points. Add that to your average. That'd be 20.
Yeah. Fine. But I mean, still 10 boards a game, and he's playing like 29 minutes, and he's not the number 1 guy on that team. It's Timmy.
And here's the thing, man. I don't know what the deal is with not drafting old players. Like,
I love those.
Why are you trying? I don't understand I don't care about your damn upside. I'm trying to win tomorrow. Like, I don't understand it. Give me the 22-year-old. Why I gotta take this 19-year-old? He ain't been through what hardship has he been through? He probably been in AAU. You know what I mean? He done had a pretty charmed life. Now you gotta come
sweet
here.
Scholarship deal.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden we gonna give you all this money. Look, you know I love that money. I love for them to get their money. But you ain't been through enough. Give me Drew Timmy from Richardson, Texas' finest. Give me somebody. Listen, he from Richardson. I mean, it ain't the hood, but it ain't great.
No.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
I used to live right there. Yeah, so.
I'm just saying, man. Drew Timmy had to go. He wasn't a star when he walked on the campus like Chet Holmgren. I had to go through something. I know it a little bit. That's some of the issue with some of the young cats. You don't know how to struggle. You don't know how to persevere.
You know, this goes back to something I was saying about the Duke point guards last week too, is that you spend a couple extra years in that program and you can get some technique down. His footwork is fantastic. It might be the best in the NCAA. He is very good technically. And that's allowed him. I mean, he's not huge. What is he, like 6'9", 6'8"? I don't know how big he is. How big is Timmy?
Tim is 6'9", 6'10". I'm sorry, 6'10".
Okay, 6'10". But
yes. I thought you said Chet Holmgren had the best. I was like,
no.
Yes,
I was talking about Tim.
He got the best footwork I've probably seen in college since Tim Duncan.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Is it? And you spend a couple extra years there, you got time to work on that. That's going to get him some good contracts in the league. He's going to be around in the league for 10, 12 years, just on that alone. So I wish
better career than that. Drew Timmy or Chet Holmgren.
I don't know, man. Adam Morrison came out of Gonzaga, and he was horrible.
Did you think Adam was going to be more than what Adam was?
No, I didn't really.
Was he horrible?
Adam?
Was he the number 1 pick?
Morrison? Yeah, he was horrible. He wasn't.
Was he the number 1 pick?
Yeah, he was.
He wasn't no damn number 1 pick. He number 2.
Who was number 1 that year? I know he got taken in front of J.J. Redick. But
that make Adam Morrison a bust.
So, but and J.J. Redick had a really long career.
J.J. Redick can still be playing if he chose to. He just chose not to.
Yes. So, but anyway, I got Gonzaga winning it. Maybe they get over the hump this year. I like Chet Holmgren. He may be the number 1 pick. He may not. I think he'd be okay in the league. But, you know, we look at Summer League, man, and go, this guy's going to be good. That guy sucks. And we're right about most of those guys. You know who we were wrong about this year? Or I was wrong because you weren't at Summer League.
Damn, I had COVID, man.
I know. That's why you weren't there. I'm not blaming you for that. I'm just saying you weren't there. Evan Mobley might win Rookie of the Year.
It was shocking. I saw him.
He was not good in Summer League at all.
I didn't see him in Summer League. I saw him play when with his brother the tournament last year. I can't even talk right now.
Yeah.
The tournament last year, I saw him and his brother play, and I kept thinking, what? Why aren't they better? Why aren't they winning at USC? Fire that coach, too. You got 2 7-footers out there doing what they can do. This dude just, almost Rookie of the Year, that. Almost.
Yeah, and I saw him in Summer League, and I was like, this guy, he's not looking good. And then I was thinking, they're sending him to Cleveland, where they have already got all these big men. So
took their job.
Yeah, So
He looked like he was just waiting for the NBA. Like, man, I just high school, college grads. What upsets you got, man?
So upsets, man. Always there's a 12 over 5. I picked no 12s over 5s.
Me neither. I picked 11s.
I did pick some 11s. So
11s is the spot.
Let me look at my. Give me your upsets. I got to open my upset sheet here.
I got Colgate over Wisconsin because Wisconsin likes to play that slow down, plodding style of basketball. They always have for a long time, and it's very effective in the NBA. They play sort of a 1990s Bulls Knicks versus kind of physical basketball at Wisconsin, where they playing two dudes that are 7 foot, 1'11", 1 7 foot, both of them 240, 245 in Colgate. It's a test, so I'm just gambling on that one. That's what we do. I gotta pick an upset somewhere, and I couldn't find no 12s, but that's as far as I got Colgate going because the matchup is right. The matchup to me is right.
Right on.
And then my upset, but not an upset. Michigan's an 11 seed. I took Michigan. I think I got them going sweet, but not because I don't even know if they're really Sweet 16. Juwan Howard need to do something.
They're coming up against Tennessee that game, so I think Tennessee.
I ain't that big of a believer in Tennessee. They about as sporadic and inconsistent as Kentucky was in the beginning of the season, and so you can catch Tennessee on a bad day. That's what I'm saying. You can catch them. They can have a bad day. They can't win with a bad day. They can't win if they get one starter that girlfriend didn't give them no loving the night before Tennessee lose. That's it. They can't overcome it. Well, so that's why I don't really believe in Tennessee. They got the talent. I don't think they're not quite there mentally. I know we give our teams crap for not being mentally strong, but ultimately they still got enough talent to overcome that. Speaking of Duke and Kentucky, I'm talking about. I don't know if Tennessee got enough talent to overcome.
Well, I got them going to the Sweet 16.
Weaknesses I think they might have.
They're playing Longwood and then Michigan, so I got them beating those two teams. But
I got them out. I think I got them out against Michigan. But again, I'm saying I think they just a little bit short of mental toughness of where they should be, especially playing the SEC schedule. They play some ballers. They put it on a whole lot of people. To me, it's just if you Juwan Howard and you made that big mistake, you need to pull something out. I mean, you need to re-energize the fan base. He go 1 and out, might be done.
Yeah, especially after his suspension and all that.
Yeah. He might be done. I know.
What other upsets?
That's it. I got Michigan going to the Sweet 16. I got Colgate. Davidson. Wait, is it Davidson over Michigan State? I got Michigan State losing in the first round.
I do too, actually.
Yeah.
I got Davidson beating them.
This ain't a typical Michigan State team.
I got some 9s over 8s and 10s over 7s, but we're not going to call those upsets. What else do I got? I do have Davidson over Michigan State's a 10-7. I do have Virginia Tech over Texas.
That was an easy one. I picked that one. I mean, I watched Texas all year. You talk about mentally. I ain't gonna go there, bro.
My big one is South Dakota State over Providence. So that's a 13 over 4.
So I don't understand why you would pick that, but not see what I feel or not feeling what I'm feeling about Gonzaga. Providence is a good school right now to say, oh, you can lose South Dakota State in this tournament.
One more time.
In this playoffs. In this tournament, you probably right to pick South Dakota, but for you to pick them over Providence, I can see that because it ain't like they play in the Big Ten or the SEC or the Big 12 or something like that.
It's a tempo thing for me because Providence always plays really slow, and Gonzaga doesn't play that slow. So that's it for me. I think South Dakota State can hit some threes, and if Providence gets behind a little bit, they don't have enough time to catch up. They play too slow to do it.
Right. They got to
So
get out of character.
yes. So
Yeah, I
that's
don't have any. I don't see no upsets. I'm looking on there.
I got Loyola over Ohio State.
I might have picked that one, but I don't think it's time for them to go away. The story was cute for first year.
Oh, Sister Jean, man, Sister Jean, come on.
We sat in the stands and we watched that. We were rooting. You got to see how Chicago people get down.
What did you just say to me a few minutes ago before we started? Is that you had Rome up there because you needed to talk to the Pope about your Bears. So you better get behind Loyola and go ask Sister Jean to pray with you.
No. Oh, my bad. I just looked at my bracket. I do have them over San Francisco. Oh, that's Murray State. My bad. I ain't got them.
So not too many upsets for me or you this year, I guess. So I guess we're hoping it goes chalk, so we'll do well in our brackets. But I got the Zags over Houston in the final, and you got Arizona over who?
Let me scroll back over there. I got Zags. I lied on this bracket. I must have changed it yesterday or something. I got Kentucky over the Zags in the Final Four. Arizona over Auburn, and I got Arizona beating the Kentucky Wildcats.
All right. For my boys, I got Texas Tech beating Duke. Just because their defense is really good, and Duke, when they get beat up really well, they tend to choke. As happened with Virginia Tech.
I didn't have Kentucky in there, man. The experts convinced me. Like, I had them probably in the Elite Eight, and I kept bouncing 4-8, 4-8, and 4-8 because I just felt like the inconsistencies would pop up at the wrong time.
Yeah.
They play real laissez-faire kind of basketball and lost to Tennessee in the SEC championship. Sometimes I feel like coaches don't really want to play that tournament if they know they're in. It's a lot easier to just, win the first one. You don't want to lose the first one in your tournament. You can go ahead and they almost throw that game. I feel like they just throw the second game just for rest purposes. I don't need to play all these extra games.
Yeah, they prove what they need to prove.
Yeah.
To get a good seed.
Why do I need to play 4 games? 4 more games before I get to the tournament itself. No.
I think Duke probably tried to win their championship game. I think they just feel a lot of pressure to do what they can for Coach K in his last year. So
that could be too much pressure without a lot of juniors and a lot of seniors.
I know, man. I was talking with somebody about that today. That makes such a difference in the tournament, man. You got somebody to calm you down. You got somebody to follow. You don't have to feel that pressure because you got that leader out there that's taking you to the promised land, man. God, I wish I was saying that about Duke today. Is that usually the only guys they have that are juniors or seniors are the walk-ons or the scholarship kids toward the end of the bench that never see the court unless it's like a 30-point blowout. So, or Coach K's grandson who never sees the court unless it's a 30-point blowout.
That's what the expert convinced me on with Kentucky. I know it's my team, but I was trying to be objective and be like, they can't go to the final.
Yeah,
they too inconsistent. So I was trying to be realistic about it. And just for the people that's trying to wonder, like, well, is your team Texas or is your team Kentucky? Texas is my school. Kentucky is where my grandparents is from. So, that's why it's Kentucky basketball and Texas everything. But
right, I'm gonna go ahead.
But what I realized is that Kentucky has a junior and senior led team, and that's probably why it took them a minute, even though they didn't play last year on Kentucky, but they have played a lot of basketball. Oscar Tshiebwe came into this season as he's supposed to have been like the fourth player, but the man averaging 16 points and 15 rebounds. Like, I don't care where you at, that's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
So today is not my day. Calipari called a timeout the other day and just said, get the damn ball to Oscar. Like, that's a long way. At the beginning of the season, Oscar was an afterthought. Like, come in here and rebound, play some defense. Now, at the end of the season, you saying, everybody get out the damn way and throw the damn ball to Oscar. That's a whole different, you see what I'm saying? But,
well, that's great coaching. That's great coaching.
Yeah.
You realize where your talent is and who's leading the way, and that you
this ain't what I planned.
You pivot,
but this is what it is.
change your focus, and that gets you somewhere. I was just going to say one thing. I want to throw this out there, and I might put some money on it. And a possible upset. I didn't pick this, but I'm thinking if Armando Bacot gets hot and the guy is good, I think he's going to be a top 5 pick in the draft. Then they might beat Baylor. North Carolina might beat Baylor in the round of 32. I'm just throwing it out there.
Again, Norm, if this was last year before last, I tell you were crazy. But I feel like there's 12 teams that can win. Like just like you do. That's like there's 12 teams. I just won't be shocked. Whoever's in the Final Four, I just won't be shocked. It's been close all season, and so I made most of my picks based on. By the time you get to 16, there are no more Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday upsets. Next week, no. It's a lot. Those games are a lot easier to pick. This team gonna win. This team gonna win. This team gonna win by 5. This team gonna win by 2. Right now, it's hard to call it. It's hard. First of all, if you done won 2 games in the NCAA tournament, they know you now. You see what I'm saying? We got tape on you now. We finna break it down on you now. Guess what? Because we got better resources, we got better equipment, and better equipment people who brought all of this to this site that we ain't even on our campus. But because we got more resources, we can bring all of that with us. We flying charter flights, $40,000 a pop. Yep.
Good on them. So I wanted to talk to you about something else, and this is something I just thought of today. So we have this the portal now, right? The transfer portal.
Yeah.
And then we got this NCAA tournament going on. You know how, like, every year we talk about it, Summer League, is, a lot of these guys are out here just trying to get a contract somewhere. Mm-hmm. So, to me, for the first time, I thought this NCAA tournament is kind of like a Summer League, and where there's guys out there, they're like, oh, I can get noticed, and therefore I can go into the transfer portal and get recruited by a better program. So, it's kind of like they're playing for a contract too. And it's the first time I really thought about it like that. And I thought that was really interesting, is that they've turned the NCAA into something like a summer league, those guys that show up and want to get noticed and get a contract somewhere.
Definitely if you're in the NIT.
Oh, yeah.
But I just said Oscar Tshiebwe was at West Virginia. I mean, that's in the Big 12. I can't tell you one thing he did in West Virginia. Severe Wheeler is our point guard. He is the quintessential point guard. He just does what a point guard is supposed to do, about 5'10", maybe 5'10 and a half. When he ain't on the floor, we don't look the same.
Yeah.
The guy that's supposed to be the guy on the team, Tata, ain't done a damn thing, if you ask me. You supposed to have been averaging 17, 18 points and a top 5 pick. You lucky to get in the lottery right now.
So all those guys were transfers from somewhere else?
The 2 big ones, Wheeler and Tshiebwe.
Yeah. So, and I know Duke's got one that transferred from Rutgers, Theo John, and he gets a foul called on him as soon as he steps across the line to get on the court.
He ain't earned his Duke pedigree.
Oh, man, that's too bad, because he actually plays some really good defense. He's strong. He rebounds well. He gets some putbacks. But if you get anywhere near him, they call a foul on him. Like, there was 2 that I think against Virginia Tech that should not have been called on him. But
so, like, I don't know if you agree with this. To me, I would just politely ask the ref, tell me what could I have done different, because it seemed to be happening to me a lot.
Yeah. But anyway, so, yeah, he's a transfer, and Duke's had a few transfers over the year, but not a whole lot. But I just thought it was really cool to just kind of make that connection for me today, is that, this tournament is a way for some of these guys to raise their profile to get into a better program.
Yeah,
so
if you're playing for the Jackrabbits, you could be on a Blue Devil next year.
Absolutely. So, and I wonder how much recruiting like coaches do at these things. And say, hey, man, if you enter the portal, they probably couldn't do it. That's kind of like tampering. I don't know what the rules are around that, but
the NIL rules are very loose right now. So who knows?
But I bet you some of that stuff goes on. Or hey. My player.
Anyway, though, even before NIL.
Well, I don't know. I mean, the transfer portal.
I recruited you, but you can still sit out the year. Is what I'm saying.
The transfer portal is
It's just no sitting now,
but it's much more active. It's much because it's immediate. It's much more active now than it used to be.
I don't disagree. What I'm saying to you, Coach Payne, congratulations, Coach Payne, gonna be the new head coach at Louisville. But when he sat 10 years on Kentucky bench, and he was considered the best recruiter in the business. If you see a dude that's a freshman, he spent the last 2 years with the Knicks, so now he went to Louisville. He's from Louisville. He won a championship with.
I'm saying his budget was higher than anybody else's.
Well, yeah, research. but if I see you as a freshman sitting on the end of the bench, I gotta dap you up and say, man, you could have set the end of the bench on Kentucky as opposed to Davidson.
Yeah. I watched the Corpus Christi and Texas A&M Corpus Christi and Texas Southern game last night, and there was one cat for Texas Southern who had played at like 4 different schools, and then finally in his senior year, he went through the transfer portal and ended up at Texas Southern, who had recruited him originally as a freshman. So he finally made his way there through the transfer portal. But I just thought that was funny how there's some guys out there who play for 3 or 4 colleges already. That's kind of weird to me, but anyway, so good tournament stuff coming up, man. On Thursday, the first Thursday of the tournament, and Friday, I always take a long lunch, so I at least get in the first half of 1 or 2 games before I have to go back to work.
Hold up, man. This is better than Christmas for you, man.
It is, but I like my job, and they pay me
for Christmas.
I worked many Christmases, many Thanksgivings too.
So you went to work on a holiday, they should give you this holiday.
I'm a worker, bro. I work, trying to get that money.
You have a TV in the office?
We do, but it's not connected. I couldn't get it to hook up to CBS or anything like that. There's no antenna to it.
You ain't got the Paramount out. That's CBS. You know they gonna have games on there. TNT app. CBS. I might hide. You ain't no work done.
Yeah.
You might as well take off.
Yeah. I got a lot to do.
All right.
So I guess
boss. My boss cool. Let me look right here. Hey, boss man. I ain't working no more. I ain't working Friday.
I could probably get out for work tomorrow. It wouldn't be a problem. But I don't want to spend a vacation day. I'd like to spend that later on this year. I'm probably trying to take a couple weeks and go somewhere international. But I digress. So, that's all I got for the NCAA, man, the tournament. Man, I'm loving it.
It's a wrap.
All right. So, NFL. Tom Stinking Brady's back again.
I agree. I ain't got nothing to say about no damn Tom Brady. I take that back. Let me say this. He ain't back yet.
Well, I don't think the surprise was either one of us. Still got to make it
through training camp.
Yeah.
I still might be taking a trip to Tampa with a crowbar. I'm just saying.
Are you gonna be Tanya Hardin? Yeah.
That's my girl. I love her.
Oh, yeah.
That's my girl. You need a down-ass woman on your spot.
Tom's back again, but he lost a couple of receivers. They signed another receiver today. Who was it? It was
I don't care.
Russell Gage. Not a big deal.
I say this knowing that I might be in trouble with the Lord. I say a lot of stuff in jest and funny and just because I like to hear my own voice. But in this case, I actually believe he's going to be hurt. You pushed this too far, Tom.
And he lost one of his linemen who went to
pushing it too far.
Bengals, yeah. So he's not going to be as well protected this year.
Hey, come back. I ain't going to never tell nobody don't come back. You should do whatever fit. But understand that listen, he over 40. At 30, every year you probably taking a risk. You taking a risk every 6 months. Every time you just walk out the house, bro. Like, you don't, like, I slipped and fell the other day. Of course, I am not in Tom Brady shape. But I'm just saying, you don't heal as fast. I don't care how many resources you got. You don't heal up as fast. Now you got to use up them resources. You better get one of them hyperbaric chambers like T.O. and LeBron.
I'm sure
if you ain't got one already, then you wasn't doing it right. I mean, you're eating avocado ice cream. Like, oh, Lord, man, I'm done. With Tom. I think he pushed the envelope.
All right.
As you say, you're one lineman short. One lineman short could be an extra visit to the hospital for you.
A lot of extra time on your back.
Yeah.
All right. So your boy Mitch is going to the Steelers.
Who?
Mitch Trubisky.
Who?
Mitch Trubisky.
Did I know him? Well,
I think you do.
sounds familiar.
So, man,
But
I
you
guess
said
he's
my boy Mitch. That's a totally. Is it?
only because he played for your team. Like you might say, my boy Sam Darnold, even though he is not my boy. I get it.
But Mitch was never my boy.
Well, Sam was never my boy, but you still might say that because he plays for my team.
That's true. I won't say that to you again. I apologize.
Oh, all right. So not a big deal. Mitch to the Steelers. Will he start? I don't know. Is he better than Mason Rudolph?
Dang,
Probably.
oh man, we just had this argument before. He better than the Doug Carson or whoever the hell they got playing quarterback. He would. I just said this to whoever was listening. Eric, he's going to the Giants. He's going to the Giants. He ain't going to no damn Giants because the Giants have a starter. He only used the Giants as a backup plan in case I can't get a starting job somewhere else. The Steelers called, as I said, it's going to be somewhere like you want to make $10 million and be the backup for the Giants, or you want to make $15 million a year and have an opportunity to start. He's going to beat that dude out. First of all.
Oh, yeah. Mason Rudolph's not going to start.
First of all, what he do ain't that what the Steelers would like to do with their quarterbacks. You know what I mean? Like, you remember Ben Roethlisberger had 2 games. He roll out left, roll out right. He liked to roll. Or you just run into him and bounce off.
They run the crap. They run the crap out of the ball, too.
And they run the crap out of the ball. So they're not, again, great coaching can make you look better than what you are. He ain't going to never throw the ball 30 times. And when he do, Tomlin will stand up there and say, this was my fault. This was on me. We need to be better prepared. I got to, we're going to have to turn over every stone. He's not going to blame the quarterback because he already know this quarterback ain't that guy. We don't give this guy 30 opportunities. 30 opportunities seem like 15 times to mess up.
Right
they
on.
already know.
Mitch is going to start. We'll see how that goes. Tyrod Taylor went to the Giants. So what?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Deshaun Watson's meeting with Cleveland. I think they were meeting with somebody else today, Indianapolis maybe, or somebody. Baker pretty much is convinced he's out. No matter what. Yeah, Atlanta. Baker is pretty much convinced he's out of Cleveland no matter what, because even if Deshaun doesn't go to Cleveland, Baker's already sent like a big thank you to the fans and, hey, it was nice knowing you kind of deal. So
Baker, make plays, not commercials.
Man, his commercials are pretty funny though.
They like Peyton Manning good.
Yeah.
But it's playing.
Yeah. If only his play could be as good as Peyton Manning's commercials. So Deshaun is going to end up somewhere. I just hope it's not. Oh, New Orleans. They said that thinking New Orleans might be the front runner now.
I want him to play for your Panthers, not because it would like give you great pain. They ready.
They are ready. That's what I'm saying. We're missing a quarterback, and that's it. I would love it if we would win, but I would just hate to have him as my quarterback, just from it's a standpoint.
That's your own personal standpoint. We different in that. I just want to win at all costs. I don't give a dick. You pay off who you have to pay. You take whatever steroids you got to take. I don't care what they got to do. Just I need winners.
Well, there's this saying. There's this saying about people. You may have heard me say this before, is that you should surround yourself with the kind of people that you want to be. And that makes you a better person. Okay. And I kind of feel that way about my team too. Is that
I want to be a winner. I want to surround myself with winners.
I want to win, but I want it to be with the kind of people I can respect as well.
You want to work. Hey, that sounds real religious of you.
Well, not religious. I mean, you want Antonio Brown?
If I thought he could play,
would you? I think he's a still pretty good receiver.
I don't think he could play.
Okay.
I mean, I don't want you to be. I want you to be almost damn crazy, not actual crazy. I want you to be a criminal. Let's not get. That's what football is. It's assault and battery without having to go to prison. You can't have listen, man, listen. Ain't nobody out there knocking on your door telling you to come to Jesus Christ playing football. There's a reason why they're knocking on your door talking about
They have prayers
because they
before
come
and
play
after
football.
games, man.
What?
They have prayers before and after games.
That's for the cameras. They trying to get that local a local endorsement deal, brother.
All right.
You gotta be a violent human being to run your body into another human being. You got to be violent.
It is a violent sport. Moving on, some moves that were done this week, I guess, or some of them, most of them not a big deal. DJ Chark went to the Lions. I like Chark. Hopefully that works out well. Russell Gage to
Works out
Tampa.
for his paycheck.
Yeah, probably does. Christian Kirk went to the Jags, and I like Christian Kirk. I think he's a playmaker.
25.
What's that?
You realize he only 25.
I know.
He's been in the league 7 years.
So you got him. You got him with Trevor, and I think Trevor's going to be okay. But they still do need a big receiver. Christian Kirk is fast, but he's small. J.D. McKissick went to the Bills. I think that's an upgrade for both the guys that they have. So, do what?
He flipped.
He did?
He flipped. He pulled the Randy Gregory. You know, Randy said, "I'm signing with the Cowboys. Signed with the Cowboys. He took the same contract with the Broncos because the language in it was different. Which I think the Broncos took a risk. If you're asking me, I don't know. I have no clue. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Cowboys said, "Hey, if you get a drug suspension, this contract null and void." Maybe something like that. But I think that's a fair thing to say, considering they stuck with you while you went through several years of drug problems, and they stuck with you. You come out and ball out, and you can't. They still want to give you $70 million. To me, that's a red flag. To me, you don't want to sign this deal. Make me feel like you still want to do dope.
But NFL doesn't test for weed anymore, right? Didn't they say they don't test for marijuana anymore? It's legal in Colorado.
Point for you. Weed is legal in Colorado,
and I think that was his deal, right?
I thought it was the NBA they didn't test for, but nonetheless, he had a serious issue with the weed. Like, you got to be a stupid mofo. They tell you, "Hey, guy, we're gonna test you in 3 months." You know, if you get tested on March 1st, you stop smoking in January. You take that last puff on January 30th. It's 30 days for the weed to get out your system. I don't know how I know this. I just happen to know. But 30 days, the weed comes out your system.
I think I knew that, yeah.
Go take the test. But what I'm saying to you is not just about the weed. It's about your character, not just your character. It's something weak about you that you know when the test is coming and you still can't stop doing something for a minute. We just need 30 days. You can't stop doing this for 30 days.
For a lot of money, I could.
Yes.
I can stop doing anything for 30 days for a lot of money.
Yes.
So you're saying
gas prices, my brother. Man, I'm finna go down here to the local strip club and let a gay guy slap me on the booty for $20.
No. So you're saying J.D. McKissick did not go to the Bills. He stayed in Washington.
He's in Washington.
Okay. I hadn't heard he canceled that. So Amari Cooper went to Cleveland. We already talked about that, I think, last week. Chase Edmonds went to the Dolphins, which is a great thing for James Conner in Arizona. Because James Conner started as the backup last year in Arizona and outplayed Chase Edmonds. So that's all I got on free agents. Anything else big happen with free agents?
No, man. I'm just double checking. Watch the Commanders NFL free agent signings. 22. J.D. McKissick. He returned.
Okay.
McKissick flips on Bills, returning to Commanders.
I had not seen that today.
Stay with me.
I stand or sit corrected. So that's all I got on NFL, man. Anything else you want to talk about NFL?
Bears suck.
I will say that the Bengals did pick up a couple of O-line guys this week, so maybe
they still need to draft two.
That's fine, but Burrow might not spend as much time on his back this next year as he did this year.
Get to like 30 sacks instead of 75.
Right? That's a major gain. Oh, I will say I think they're changing that's proposed. The proposed rule change on overtime is so that both teams get one possession, regardless of whether somebody scores a touchdown.
Overtime, it's boring.
Just
need a tie, damn it. What's wrong with the tie? Now, I might change my mind tomorrow if my team is involved in a tie.
I don't know. It gives so much advantage to the team that wins the coin toss. So
I disagree. You gotta play defense. Defense is a part of the game. Y'all, people who say that, it sounds like what you're saying is that offense is automatically going to score. Why do we always assume this? Why does the defense that took the field automatically assume it? Play damn defense. It's a part of the game. You play defense, your offense will get a chance to get the ball.
See, I was trying to check, but there's statistical data that says, look, you win the coin toss.
It's 100% if you want to. I don't care. Your defense played.
Well, it matters. It's a huge advantage to win the coin toss. It matters
because your defense sucks.
So what if the other defense sucks too? I mean, you should both score a touchdown. I
hear what you're saying. I'm not disagreeing with you. You sound like you're preaching for me. Play damn defense.
Absolutely.
Didn't Buffalo do it?
Make the other team play defense too.
No. First team 4 wins. If you want the other team to play defense, then that damn defense better stop that offense.
It's too much advantage for a freaking coin toss.
Too much. Too much whining. Play defense, man. Play defense. Tell your punter.
Both teams play defense.
Spend some resources on your punter and make sure he can kick the ball right in the corner and then bounce out of bounds. I'm just saying. There's 3 phases to the game.
Yep. And one of them shouldn't be a coin toss. So
that would be the 4th phase, but moving right along.
I'm saying one of them should not be a coin toss. You're right. That's whatever. A phase of the game should not be a coin toss.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's all I got on the NFL.
Pay the ref. Make sure you win the coin toss. Use your resources.
Yes. Make it like college recruiting. We recruited this ref and that ref.
Yes.
All right. NBA, not a lot going on for me there. Draymond Green is back, and that's
Ja Morant. I don't know how you don't say NBA and don't say Ja Morant first.
Because there's a lot of great players in the NBA, and I don't automatically think of him first. So
shame on you.
Ja Morant is having a great year. I think Jokic should win the MVP.
No, I love Jokic. I'm giving it to Ja Morant. But I'm gonna say this on the NBA for real. I have repeatedly said that the Philadelphia 70er Suckers will not win this championship. And everybody out there, this is going to be the best pick and roll since John Stockton and Karl Malone. No.
They never won it. It's
not. Did you see what happened when Kyrie decided to turn into Kyrie? Who knew Kyrie could D up like that? He shut James Harden. Damn! Not only did he say, dude, he looked that man in his face and waved his teammates off. He said, I got him. Like you ain't. That's
what I don't get. I mean, I watched James Harden, and he does not look that hard to defend. He just doesn't. Unless he pushes off on you and gets that open shot, he does not look that hard to defend. I'm not saying I can do it. I'm not quick enough. But somebody out there that's a decent defender does not look like that hard to defend.
Bro. Kyrie shut him down. You know, I feel like Ben Simmons can D up Joel Embiid. I feel like maybe there's a little – we don't want to show y'all what's coming until you don't have to see it till it's coming. But I think the Brooklyn Nets pretty much know. Now we know if I put Kyrie on James Harden and he shut you down like he did, dude had like 11 points. Mr. I take free throws had 11 points. He couldn't even get to the damn free throw line. He couldn't get around Kyrie. But when Kyrie is talking to you in your face, saying, I got him, and waving his teammates off, bro, you should be offended. you should have took that personal. But he didn't, and he couldn't. And then I've been talking about Ben Simmons playing Joel Embiid. Man, I don't even know who that Buster Center was that came out there and D'd up Joel Embiid. They got They lost by 29 points. Then ain't no way in the hell they ready.
Kyrie scored what, 60?
Huh?
Did Kyrie score 60 in that game?
Nope.
He scored 60 the other night, didn't he?
30. He probably had 30 that night. I forget, but I was just more impressed with the defense.
James Harden never impressed me, man. He is a great shooter. He is a great shooter. There is no doubt he's a great shooter.
I win, Dave. I'm so happy to see that. I dislike you. Hate Joel. I hate Joel Embiid. You hate Harden. Man, I can't wait till they suck. And everybody like Doc Rivers need to do Doc Rivers got a damn ring. Doc Rivers ain't got to do shit.
He's already in the Hall of Fame.
I'm already in, bro.
Yeah.
I'm already in. I made Dominique Wilkins look good, damn it.
Yeah, that's right. So Draymond Green is back. The Warriors are looking better already. So I don't know where that's going to put them. They got to move up they got to win a lot of games here in the recent. And NBA news, man, I can't think of really anything else there either.
That's it. That's all. That's the only thing that matters is the Philadelphia 76ers are exactly what they are. Chokers. Just, whew, I'm so glad now that Kyrie showed up. I'm about to go out there and have a conversation with the mayor of New York and let him know, hey, man, it's time.
Time. Let him play at home.
It's time. Let that man play at home. And then they had the audacity. You know what? I ain't finna get deep into the COVID thing, but how in the hell can you let people come in the stadium with no mask? But the players have to be. And then they fined him. He showed up to the away game, and the NBA fined the team $50,000 because he was. I was like, he can't come in the roster. He's still on the team. He can't come in the locker room.
Yeah.
That don't make no damn sense. They fined him because he came in the locker room during a visiting game.
I mean, I get it because the NBA is making money off of who's in that locker room. If you go in there and make a bunch of them sick, you lose money.
But he gonna play in tomorrow's game. What the hell is you talking about?
But if he goes into the locker room, I don't know. That's
I'm just saying.
You're right. It's stupid.
If I show up to the game on Monday, and then I show up to the home game on Monday, and then I show up to the Tuesday game and the visitor court. When did I get y'all sick? Was it Monday or Tuesday? How does the NBA know?
You're right. It's New York rules. It's stupid as hell. But they need to drop that.
Somebody else off, man. I don't know who Cheerios he peed in, but he must have whizzed real good.
Well, I don't think it's. It's the whole city. It's not just him, but they're making sure he sticks to that rule. So anyway, it's stupid. You're right. It's stupid, and that's all I got on NBA. NBA, you're stupid sometimes. Well, not NBA. I'm sorry, it's not NBA. It's the state of New York. That's the problem. Rays Rumination, you got anything?
For Rays Rumination, I just want to give a shout out to General Manager Ryan Poles. I hate you, and I hate your mama for not swallowing. That's all I got.
For those of you who don't know, that's the Bears General Manager. What I got is Amazon sucks. Man, it's cool to be able to get all the stuff you want to get. Just get online and get it. Man, it's here in a day or two, whatever. You know what? I got an Amazon Fire Stick so I can download like Netflix or Hulu or Peacock or whatever services that I want. But sometimes you go in there and there's like a show and you click watch. And like 2 months later, all of a sudden I'm getting this recurring fee on my credit card because there's some checkbox somewhere or something that says, hey, if you watch this, you're getting an Amazon Prime subscription, and we're going to charge you $15 a month for that. Man, they have done that with like 4 or 5 services for me. Like you want a 30-day trial or a 7-day trial on something, but because your credit card is on the Amazon site and you saved it with them for easier access to buy stuff, they just charge it automatically if you do something that you don't know. So I found out for the last 2 months, I've been paying like $15 a month for Amazon Prime. I had no idea I was doing that. And I had to call them this week. And you know what sucks even more is that getting in contact with those folks is so hard that people just most of the time probably just give up and say, it's only $6. It's only $10. It's only $15 a month, whatever. It's worth paying the money just not to have to deal with how to cancel it. So Amazon, you suck, man. I've got my stuff canceled. And that's great, but they'll do it again. I have removed all of my credit cards from Amazon from now on. If I buy anything from Amazon, I have to put the credit card in when I buy it, and I'm not saving it because they've done that so many times. Is end up charging me for stuff but I don't want to be charged for it. So when it's not a service I want to keep, I wanted to check it out. I didn't like it. I didn't use it enough. I don't want to keep it, but they just automatically start charging. So Amazon, you suck.
I feel you. I guess that's the show. I just want to, do this quick outro.
Okay.
We went and jumped off the deep end and flew out to LA for the weekend. Spent the whole day lying on the beach, wearing nothing but a smile. Playing kissy kissy, smoochy smoochy, talking mushy mushy about nothing. Man, I think I'm on to something. Because I feel just like a kid again. I got a brand new girlfriend. Peace. And we out.